Konbanwa, mina! Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Told you it wouldn't take long. give me like moments like this. Give me time to make a new thumbnail and to go to the little shrine, and I am back. Okay. That's pretty much all I need. That's pretty much all I need. Hi. Arigato for the like. Thank you for the like. Ali, welcome back. I love it that you guys are like just switching over to the next one. Thank you so much for the support. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Hello again. Hi, hello again to you too. Hi. So, what's up with the Final Fantasy? Sorry, a healer carrying the head of their dead tank around. Nani? Chatto? Matte? What do you mean? Oh yeah, also you weren't, you kind of wanted to see my HD. So tada! This is it. Let's see if I can I copy paste this? Can I do this? I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see. Ah, it's too big. It's too big. Hang on. I'll do it in two parts, okay? I'll do it in like two parts. So, or maybe three, depending on how much. Okay. Kinda this. I know it's probably like super clunky now, but bear with me, okay? Like even if you like can't copy paste it, you get the gist of it, right? So we have that, and then this, for example. I'll delete this in a few minutes, so like try to copy paste it when you can, because this is kind of silly in chat. So what that does is I can re-show it later as well anyway. If you want to take a picture or something of it with your camera, that's also fine with your phone. But what that does is pretty much the moment I now use my mount, it's gonna hide all of these things. Now of course technically you can hide more if you don't, for example, use 6 hotbars like me. But I like having some of the emotes set already. I like having my potions here and my target numbers in case it's necessary already checked, and I also have like the countdown and the actual general macro and emotes in general. And then of course also, oh yeah, I do have to kind of pay attention here now because I am tanking here. What the okay. Alright. This is like a super early dungeon, it seems like. Yeah, this is quite the early dungeon. That's okay, that's okay. So as you can see, like it's just gonna hide all of those things that you list there. So like technically if you wanna hide like specific things in specific situations, you can just do that. For example, just type in slash whatever it is that you wanna hide and then display on off. And once you toggle it again, it's gonna be back. The only thing which might happen sometimes, for example, is you get like, if you get off your mount by talking to an NPC, your HUD will still be like hidden. All you have to do is like press Ctrl 10 in my case, or Ctrl 12 in my case, and then just start running to cancel it, pretty much. That's about it. And then you'll just have everything back. Like, I can hide it even now in the dungeon. Like, see, everything's gone now. Just by pressing, in my case, Ctrl 10 or 12. Yes, indeed. All the only other things you have to do is change the M icon, which is mount icon, and then between those symbols, what name it is, and then mount the thingy as well. So slash mount, and then switch to the mount that you actually want to switch into as well. It's like gonna change the icon from it, and obviously it's gonna change what mount you jump on. That's like, if I'm not mistaken, I have like multiple even. But, yeah, I have like, see, I already have multiple because like I didn't have this mount from the start. Alright, there's also 2 other things you'll probably like quite a bit. Yeah, bear witness as well, or bear in mind. None of these are made by me. I also had to Google them, or I also found them on the internet. The other ones which are, in my opinion, really useful are these 2. These are like super simple as well anyway. They're like 2 different HUDs and they change depending on which one I click, for example. But I guess it's better for me to talk about that one after I showed you how I changed my UI as well, I guess. So I'll show that after the dungeon, okay? Like everything else, you see it on screen now, for example, anyway. So first of all, most of my things are also cropped down to 80%. I can't show that now, but if you go to your HUD, well, I can flip it. If you go here and you click on something, and then go to this cogwheel, you can like change the size of stuff. So most of my things are on like 80%. Instead of 100. Like even this is on 80%, so it makes everything a bit smaller, and then I just pushed everything kind of together. Now there's people who even make the minimap even smaller and put it like here on the bottom or something. That's just preference. There's people who hide the local time, who hide the chat, you know, those kind of things, but that's all on their actual own preference kind of anyway. None of the DPS is gonna take these guys, it's gonna hurt. Hey Nolga! And then the same is kinda the HUD difference between my DPS tank and for my healers is actually the only thing which actually changes this. The place of where my party menu is. Well, and this is a bit more higher, but that doesn't matter. The reason why is usually my mouse is like more at the right side of my screen, so I have an easier time clicking here and still watching the center as I try to heal everyone and still watch my game. Compared to having the list all the way to the left, and I actually have to watch left and I don't see what's going on in the middle anymore, so I kinda am afraid of messing up things then, or like not seeing an attack or an AoE and not dodging it in time. And so I just move over that. That's pretty much all I do. The other things which are changed for me is like my actual target bar is at a whopping 140%. That's the boss. And the focus target is also at a whopping 160%. Like the target, as you see, is like, for me, Shift R, and then here is the focus target. If I now click on something else, and I press R, I instantly have him again. And I just made these a lot bigger just for me to be able to like keep focus on those more of the time. Or most of the time. That's kinda actually it about it. That's about it though. It's not like I do a lot of special fancy things. There are some options you can do as well to, for example, hide your quest log when you're in an instance. Like now, for example, all it shows is the in-game duty stuff. It doesn't show my normal quest log anymore. But that's not even in the HUD, that's actually in the options somewhere. See if I can find it though. Also, you can skip cutscenes. For example, what I have now is preview viewed scenario and transportation. So transportation is also, I think, when you enter dungeons. If you've already seen that scenario or that clip, it's not gonna show it again. Let's see. Multitasking here, look at this. Target. I also have like aggro lines and stuff. I have those hidden. Only the ring, so it actually shows the direction of the monster watching. Oi, I'm missing here. That's what happens when you are bad at multitasking, I guess. Where's the other though? How are you doing, Nogat? Also, in case you want, there's a function of auto sheet weapon to unequip it or like not do it, I mean, for example. There's also an idle animation change you can do with this, change pose. You can change the amount of time you have to stand still before it switches from like 30 seconds to like 0, which is what I have. You can always hide your weapons as well. Your tests tomorrow? Okay, good luck though. Discord changes, yes. Okay, I'll explain some of the rest after the dungeon because I'm going a bit on messing up stuff. You'll do fine though, Nully, you'll do fine. Cinere got Final Fantasy, by the way. But the trader went to a different server. He went to a server on which a friend of his plays. Also, Nully, I managed to finish the Shiva Extreme. I finished it once. Good of me, right? Yes, I finished it on your favorite character. I was tanking as a gunbreaker. After failing so much because I noticed tanks were making mistakes, I was like, you know what, let's turn this around. I will not heal and I will tank. So I tanked and I actually did not make mistakes as a tank except for doing like aggro swaps because I didn't know when to do the tank swaps. But someone in the last party, when we succeeded, he like kept mentioning like tank swap now. So I did that. But the problem was tanks just kept spinning her around all the time, and she does that one shot in her face direction. So the area where she's watching, and the tank kept dodging AoEs instead of just taking them like a boss and keeping the boss steady. So the boss literally kept one-shotting everyone because, you know, Shiva 360 no scope for some reason. So I kind of got done with that. And I was like, you know what, I'll tank this. By now I know the tank mechanics because, you know, I already failed the dungeon by that time 6 or 7 times as healer all the time. And I literally just kept kept Shiva standing still. Yeah, you can make another check to another roll, by the way, that's true. So yeah, I finished it at least once, but I didn't get the mount, obviously. Where am I? Wait, shut up. Whoops. Whoops. It's down, I need to go. Why is my sensitivity so high in here? What is this? What the... Was this also always so fast? Was this always so fast? It's the only tank I had high enough. The tanks were messing it up for me all the time by making us wipe. So it was literally the only option I had if I didn't want to stay in queue for half an hour as a samurai. So, you know, that's what I'll do then. So yeah, when all tanks started running around to dodge the AoEs, I was just like, Rampart, and let's take them. Let's take these AoEs as a boss. They just tanked the crap out of those AoEs. And we made it. Like, that was the problem. That was literally the only problem, actually. They kept spinning Shiva around, and Shiva kept killing everyone because of it. But hey, look what I'm playing now, okay? Look what I'm leveling now. So you should be happy with that. I might make Dark Knight and Marauder my main tanks, okay? Okay? Because what I keep reading is that Dark Knight is the fastest tank to play. Because you have like the most of global cooldown skills, so that's gonna be the most fun, I suppose, to play. And then Berserker, because, you know, Giga heals. Apparently he can like self-heal him super much. What do you mean, what's the difference in money you have to pay? Ba-da-ba. Arigato for the like, thank you for the like. Oh, you mean the monthly fee? Are you talking about the monthly fee, Sinray? I think it's about the same for everyone, right? For me, it's a good 12-13 euros, so it's probably a bit more in dollars because the dollar is on a worse spot than the euro, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you actually got the game with Steam. If I can, I always try to get my games from the original site. I don't know about Steam. I know, like, the problem I had was I couldn't pay with PayPal until I figured out that you can just buy your game time with the crystals on the site, and you can get the crystals with PayPal. He says he got it through Steam. No! My candy fell! He died! I got it! I do think it was mentioned on the normal side. I'm not sure. And the first low level dungeons feel boring. They don't mention it there? Could be that I'm wrong though. GG. Hey. Leveled up. That's possible, I guess, yeah, because you're still playing for free, maybe. What do you mean with the options? The way of payment? I think the price is about the same, right? Ah. I think I have standard then. Because I know that on one world I have two characters, a female and a male Nikto. Maybe I should delete the other character so I only have like one character per world as well, so I don't have to pay 12 a month. Is that still possible? I'll have to check, dude. I'll have to check that. Okay, let's see if I can continue the main story, and let's hope we don't have too many dungeon queues as we are in cutscenes. Through the haze of pain I swear I sensed, but no, the past is done and we must look to the future. At long last Nidhogg is gone, his foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Well, yes, you can, that's the point. You can make, what Nilga just mentioned is you can make one character per world and you can make 8 characters in total. You just won't be able to make multiple characters on the same world, but technically in this game, indeed, there is no actual need for it. Unless you want to be like a huge role player and you want a huge bulky berserker, for example, and a slim caster, then yes. Your battle with Nidhogg Shade will beget many an epic ballad. Zenko isn't rightly so. It was without a doubt one of your more epochal victories, though I must admit that I took great joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friends remain. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. Tomate. Yeah, when Endwalker drops, they're probably gonna do the cross-server, cross-world. Zenko, Master Alpha, my honored friends, as if winning Race Velgator cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his broad brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. Oh, whoa, okay, Alpha now. The true savior of the day were Zenko and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg Shade through strength of arms and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitalier captain. I am told he has yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, Sir Emmerich is never long from Estinian's bedside, and will send word to him the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmund and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Command. Come, Zenko, it would seem that we are awaited at Fort Thames Manor. Apparently so. Oh no, kid, by the way, I have cool news! I almost forgot. My Fox kid is not level 80, but it's level 70! But I do have to finish Stormblood first completely before I can do the Fate, if I'm not mistaken. Or even, turn in the rewards. But I can get it sooner than I expected. That's cool already. Welcome, Master Sakura. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, please.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you.
Ooh, thank you.
And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
Nice one. Good job, Honora. A sneaky little.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Our master Alfino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts.
Looks like it.
In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
I'm gonna give him a wet willy. Isn't that what you call that? A wet finger in the ear. That should wake Justinian up, right? That should do the trick. Man, how do I love my Gunbreaker now. Knowing that my Gunbreaker carried me all the way through that extreme dungeon with so much ease. Hey Nugget, did you hear about that already? I finished the extreme of Shiva with a Gunbreaker. Man, that was awesome. So I'm running the wrong way. Well, that's insta karma. Teasing Nugget running the wrong way at the same time. So I am Eric. Zenko, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Elfina? Nah, he came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Justinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit the boy must be exhausted by Reisvelger's trial and all that followed. Justinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. Commence. Is your keyboard broken, Nilga? All your typing is like 3 points. Wait, go, pardon me. Whoa, heal, 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 heal. Guess we're gonna do small pools. Oh wait, the healer's not here yet. Whoa, that's my bad. Okay. ちょっと待って。Nani? You made a check during chaos? Question mark? Mr. Healer? Luna! Wait, did you make a mistake, Nilga? Luna? Honey. But, can we kick? How do I do that? Yeah, I have party elite. What the? Ah, here. Can't kick for 5 men. Why is it... Who presses yes, I'm here to start a dungeon and then be AFK? Ah, come on! Let me play some music then, cause I'm not gonna do this without a healer. The DPS less is no problem, but the healer less is a problem. Oh yeah, Scenery, by the way, I have to show you these stuff. Teto. These are like really simple, Scenery. This is literally switch HUD layout 1 or slash HUD layout 1. And then the other one is just number 2. Ah, you're in a dungeon? Okay, good luck. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Think you're ready for tomorrow's test, Nilga? Think you are, though. You'll probably do fine, man. I'll put this here because this is actually... No. Okay then. You'll look fine. 다이조바. I believe in my pups. Okay, should be able to kick her now, right? There we go. Okay, at least the kick is a start, right? No, I kicked the healer. Healer as the this is, I don't know how this happens even though. That's what happens when tank is no healer. Hi, it's dungeon go really slow suddenly. I don't know how you do that though, to be honest. Like, you have to press that you're there, right? You have to press start or wait or withdraw. So obviously the healer said start. And we start the dungeon and instant AFK without typing anything. Like, what? Then just press no. Like, just press no. So we now just literally from start have to wait 5 minutes to kick her because she was AFK, didn't talk, didn't react or anything. To wait to start again. So yeah, we're waiting now. I obviously can't solo this. The life of a streamer, I guess, right? So yeah, I might level up the Dark Knight and the Marauder a bit. It's taking longer than usual. Yeah, well, finding a healer is usually the thing that takes the longest, I guess. Because healers have instant dungeons, so that means there's not enough, right? What do you mean, no? Yes, right? If I queue as a healer, I have an instant dungeon. So that means there's like super many parties looking for a healer. Yes? Yes. So that also means, of course, that like, if there's only so many healers, that there's gonna be parties that don't get a healer. You know? Yes. Yes. Yeah, on my server, well here, I have instant dungeons as a healer and I have to wait a few minutes when I queue as a tank. It's the other way around here. Here it's the other way around, buddy. No one seems to like healing on Louisoix. Yes, to me, because for once I am not a healer. But that's the problem. I would play my healer if I can finish things with it, but literally yesterday it was the tanks messing it up. I just noticed it eventually, like the tanks just kept spinning around. Maybe not all of the tanks, you know, of course. But like when I tried yesterday, or when I was playing yesterday as a healer, the tanks I had in that party just kept spinning Shiva 360s all around, made it impossible to dodge that one-shot skill. Also, when the 4 ice golems spawned, the off-tank pulls them, sure, but he pulls them right on top of Shiva, so there's still no way of telling which direction Shiva is gonna shoot that one-shot skill. Like, so many mistakes were made by the tanks there, I think. And then I just couldn't keep healing it up. The other healer kept dying again as well. So I just was like, you know, let's actually tank this for once and see if I maybe do a better job at tanking than these guys do, and apparently I did. We still failed 2 times, of course, but Q is broken, they're asking here. We like failed 2 times to get taken. Obviously, I'm not a main tank, I barely tank. Starting to tank now a little bit sometimes, but the 3rd time we made it, so yeah. Instead of making Shiva spin 360s and one-shotting half your party, I just kept her standing still in one same direction all the time. I hope not. Nah, nah. So is everyone enjoying the really active stream here? XIV. There's nothing I can do about this. Like, I suppose maybe at level 70s and above you can solo stuff as a Dark Knight as well with the Blackest Night shield, but... or the Darkest Night? No, it's the Blackest Night. But, of course, now I can't. Yeah, it's pretty chill, right? Just talking a little bit. Just have a game running in the background, not doing anything, you know? This is just for show. The screen's just for show. It's actually just a talk stream. Also, by the way, look at the number. It's chill stream 50 already. Even though we're above 50 because the first few streams from Final Fantasy had normal, different titles. And you just notice if you bought the Endwalker DLC, every character... Well, that makes sense, man. That's logical. I already knew that as well. Because I got, like, the... Like, this Fat Chocobo is because I bought, like, the digital deluxe a few years ago of everything when I started playing the game. Same as the Quirrell, same as the Granny, and the Sildra. And they also, and I think even the Griffin, and they all went to all my characters that I made. So, that's a count right. You never did? Okay, well, yeah, I did. At least you don't have to wait 10 minutes, because DPS is the worst queue indeed. Me typing in team chat now, I just hope we find a healer. We find a healer before our timer runs out. I just hope we find a healer before our timer runs out. Guess, imagine that one. Hey! Woo! We got one. All right. Stop the music. Speaking of a healer, welcome. Okay, Exalt. Whoopoo! Oh, ちょっと待って待って待って。Yo, Nidhogg, you know that I heard a downside about the Dark Knight as well? Eventually, there's a bad point about the Dark Knight. Obviously, living that is the worst skill in the game from the tanks. But there's another skill that apparently gets bad at endgame. You wanna know which one? The Blackest Night. That's the skill that becomes bad at endgame. He did say it's kind of situational, but his explanation was the following. Sometimes at endgame, you're just so geared that in some situations, your shield actually won't break. And you kind of want your shield to break, he says. So you get like the, what's it? The Dark Art? So your next skill, Edge of Darkness or Flood of Darkness, costs no mana, but one of those stacks. And he says like, sometimes it happens because you're pretty good geared, that your shield don't break. And, well, then it's a bit annoying because you have to use your mana for your next damaging skill. So yeah, because of course you want to get like HP, you know, on this class, because your shield becomes stronger with max HP. But if you get like too much, apparently he says that can happen. For everything else, he kept talking about the Blackest Night being the best skill of the entire kit. So obviously we know that. But I didn't know that was actually possible to happen at the end. You'd expect bosses at the end dealing way more damage, so yeah, it must be really situational. It was like, side note, at the end this can happen. I'm like, okay, lol. My nose, I can't breathe. Oh. Oh, now we can finally use Edge of Shadow. This has been a long time, I haven't been able to use this skill yet. Also, I'm gonna have to adapt my playstyle after level 70 though. Because now I'm like, each time I have enough mana to cast Edge of Darkness, I'm just like, ah, use it! Oh, that's not good. That's not good! Alright. Okay, I'm fine. You're back from your dungeon, welcome back. But like, eventually I'm gonna have to like, let me turn him like this. I'm gonna have to like keep at least 3000 mana all the time to be able to get the Blackest Night. Ah, yabay då, yamen. Oj, oh my. Charge! Ah! It's this way. Hello. Oh, that's on me. Oh, you got me, you got me, you got me, you got me, you got me. Just gonna ask the healer whether my pulls are okay or if they are like too big. I'm still fairly new to tanking anyway. Oh, shut up. It's the guy. Shut up. Okay, we have like some cooldowns already, so decent. Da 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 na. Rapa. Na. Na. Na, 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 na. Pam-pam-pam. Bye. Oh, by the way, Sinray, I looked up a guide on how to use the longsword a bit better in Monster Hunter World. I kinda know now. There's another technique that I had to use. But I didn't know about that technique yesterday when I played it, okay? If there's something else I can do to get the stacks faster. But now I know, so now I just needs to be turned into practice. No, there's no boosting in this game. You can't do that in here. I know you can in Black Desert, but you can't do that in here. He has the, he already pre-ordered Endwalker. If I'm not mistaken, he already has the earring, by the way. Longsword is pretty dope, but in the end, Toolblade is also pretty nice. Yeah, I know. But your helicopter is the best class, the best weapon. Okay, I guess that's your choice. Of course. It was fun though, I'll give it that, but I just kept missing everything, so, you know. You can even buy books to skip the storyline. If you really don't care about all of that. You can literally skip all the story and just go to endgame. Or is that the same book maybe? I thought they were different books. Oh, that's different books? Okay. Nice. Good job, healer. Ba-ba. Candy. Oh, better helmet. Okay. Let's see if we can do a one. Are we gonna get a mini wind up Emmerich? Ah! My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough. Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit, and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained, had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Elfana he sees something of his lost sibling. And in the urgent shootings of Estinian, Elfana has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster, more than once, and I can well understand Elfina's affection for him. He's a friend for whom I would gladly... Uh-oh. Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he? Tell them I am on my way. Different types of tanks? Yeah, of course. Oh, several cutscenes after this. Okay, so we'll be watching these after this dungeon. Okay. What do you mean we don't like Paladin here? I don't mind Paladins. I also don't mind Gunbreakers. That? Where am I going? I don't know what the person did, but they did not face tank everything. Anyway. Now, Warrior eventually can heal himself really well. Go me. My nose. Sorry. Bless me, thank you. Can't wait to try out the other healers. There's gonna be a new healer even. There's gonna be Sage. Oh, it's for me. Another weapon. Yay. More damage. Let's go. Wah! Dodge. Ah! My nose. Right over. Eh? What do you mean Louis Why is not so different from Goblin? At least Limbs Alaminza. You mean a lot of people or something? Limbs Alaminza is always full of players. I don't like Limsa. I don't wanna go there. Oh, Chato, where you come from? And you hate it. Hey, leveled up. Chato, can I use better gear? Uh-oh. Louis is pretty chill though. Louis was actually a decent player base, to be honest. Man, Sinri, you're trying to steal my nugget away? Why would he want you as a healer when he has a Fog's God as a healer? Why does he? Wait, no, Nugget, you're not actually thinking about his proposal now, are you? I was... What? Like... Betrayal! 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 Traitor! No! Mate! Shut up! Mate! Nugget, think about it. Nugget, you need to think about this. Nugget, you really need to think about this. You don't deserve 2 healers. You're a main tank. You should be able to do this without a healer. That's it, I'm leaving Louis. No! I mean it in a good way. You're too good. You don't need a healer. You're too good. You're too good, Nidhogg. You were considering his proposition, Nidhogg. You betrayed me first. Man, Sinri, you'll have a hard time actually getting him to your side though. He saw me heal with my scholar. He know what I can do. Aye, Nidhogg, no. Nidhogg, no, I'm a pretty decent scholar. At least at the moment, at this level. Maybe I am super bad at the higher levels, who knows. That's always possible. Finally, endgame! Wipe. Okay, never mind. I can't, I'm in a dungeon. What are you talking about? Shut up. Uh-oh. 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 Mate. Ah, might have overpulled this a bit. I might have overpulled this just a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be juicy. AoE people! AoE humans! AoEs! More AoEs! And more AoEs! No, I did an overpull. I'm a pro tank already. Watch this! Ah! Potion! See? I didn't even have to use a potion. The healer's actually doing a really good job here. Hey! Good job. might have overdone there a little bit. Just. I'm gonna take it easy on this one because I have cooldowns now. Might have overpulled just a little bit. Popped all my cooldowns for it though. Zodiac has a songbirds. Yes, 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 of course. You're still the better tank among us. I am sorry, Noga. My attacks aren't even 80 yet, so what am I talking about? Who knows? Nogat might be a better healer than me, I don't know. Maybe I am a terrible healer, I don't know as well. And I just think I'm doing a fine job. I know better, we can fight it out in BDO on Tamers and then see who's the best. I'm super rusty on BDO. That's not true, man, Nugget. There has to be some good players, right? Why would everybody suck? No one sucks. There's definitely good players in here. Like, why not? Oh yeah. But I guess, like, in Final Fantasy, it is widely divided between casual players and actual the tryharders, let's call them, or like the real competitive players who want to do like really fast speedruns of dungeons and stuff like that. While in Black Desert, the more, I guess, higher percentage of the player base tries to go competitive, kinda. Because of, you know, BDO being open world PvP and all the time like that as well, you kinda want to prepare for it and be ready for it. At least that's kind of my opinion on that matter. You don't have that game. Don't get that game. Well, he tried. There's like someone who's new to this dungeon and he's asking someone to explain mechanics. I did this time. I told him like the dragon's gonna fly up and it's gonna mark like zones in blue. So get out of the blue. And near 40% HP, which was now, is gonna fly up and make a little AoE circle around you. And if you want to play like a pro, you put the circle near the edge because it's an AoE over time. And if you put it at the edge, it's not in your way. Nah, BDO is actually a super good game. But it can break you mentally, that's all it is. BDO is actually, combat-wise, one of the better games I've played. Truth be told, fair is fair. But the gearing process is insane BS. You either try your luck... You either try your luck and fail 24 times in a row like me, and then... Is that one of you whispering me? Shut up. Who is this? Is this one of you too? Yamada, mina. Who is this? It's you, you little little guy. What? I am a fox. What do you mean? I have a fluffy tail. You can see my tail move, you baka. You see my tail here. So yeah, BDO is indeed PvP wise, it's one of the top in the market. Even graphic wise, honestly, if your PC can handle it, it's a gorgeous game to play. The graphics are astonishing. Now, obviously, when I stream it, I don't play on remastered mode. I play on like low or like, yeah, very low or low to get the highest frames out of the game, because the game is also definitely for PvP, even for grinding. Definitely frame per second reliant big time. And we're gonna watch big cutscenes here, by the way, now. No, the grinding is awesome. I like the grinding. I love the grinding. The gear progression is a problem. It's RNG. And that's the biggest problem for some people if they're like, don't have RNG at their side. For me, for example, as well. Someone else failed. Look at that. I have failed some item 24 times. Someone else failed it 87 times. I still don't have it though, so I might still hit to 87. But like, I mean, there's people who succeed in the same gear item in like, just let's say something. I want gear A, and a friend of mine wants gear A. Just hypothetical, okay? I need 100 hours to get that gear and he needs 5. Does that sound fair to you? Like, we do the exact same stuff. We grind the same monsters, for example. We earn the same amount of cash. We have the same amount of enhancing chance and success chance, which is, for example, a good 30%, I think, what it's now. And he hits it after 5 hours and I still don't have it after 100 hours. So, in there is a problem. Yeah, indeed, that's also the problem. If it fails, you go down a level. Unless you use safety stones, but they're annoying and hard to get. It takes a long time then. Of course, what you can do is you can try and get your base gear, sort of, and then just buy the gear, but it's like indeed super expensive, so you'll literally be like grinding your money for weeks or even months, and then you'll be able to like buy it from the marketplace. That's not true, Sinre, you're lying. They already messed it up with making the Dead God armor from the Dim Tree. So that means, of course, if you have the Dim Tree, you can evolve it into the Dead God, but you still have to continue RNGing and doing again. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you are. You still have to upgrade your Dim Tree again into the Dead armor and then make that better again. So it's still RNG after that. It's not RNG? You sure about it? I don't know about that. I know there's a Berserker class in there. The game's not so expensive though. It's just heavily pay to win, that's the only problem. So it can be expensive if you want to. Okay, now cutscene and then I can maybe do another dungeon. Quickly, Zenko, we must go to him. Upon receiving several cutscenes. Okay, everyone enjoy them. That I don't know. I'm gonna take my lost candy here.
Estinian.
Relax, Alpha, now he's awake.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Astinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead. Aye, 'twas but a jest.
Or you can pay and
Thank you, Alphino.
increase your chances, I guess.
And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible. I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me? There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
Alphino. They'll get trusted. There are actually people who pay that much in that game to get like better chances. There's actually whales who do it.
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness.
Nah, the grind in BDO is fun as long as you have a good class that you like. That's the point.
The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor.
Maybe you might enjoy BDO though, Nilgat. It's a lot faster.
Image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family. When no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind.
Maybe I'll have to do like another BDO stream. Then you can take a look for it, or edit.
But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon. My friend.
I would definitely say BDO is harder than Final
He
Fantasy.
has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery.
Personal opinion, but
he
still.
must be allowed some few days of quiet.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state.
Thank you for the like,
'Twas
arigato!
there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic.
If you're new to the channel, I'm silent because of cutscenes.
The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords.
Final Fantasy, one of the few games that allow you to defund church. Well, in general, it is annoying, Cineri, for a tank to have extra mobs coming at him pulled by someone else, though.
The unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir.
Like, if someone extra pulls, it should be the healer. The healer knowing I can handle more damage, I can heal it, so all fine. But still, it is indeed quite, I guess especially if the tank's like new. Yeah, of course, but you know, a tank needs to learn as well.
Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
Technically, the dancer is wrong. No offense, Snowy, but dancer is wrong in my opinion there. The pace is set by the tank or the healer. Yeah, of course. Tank should still have stayed polite.
The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
Always stay friendly. As much as possible. Hey, look here, Estinian's back up. That's quite fast. Not because someone's in the wrong that you have to like curse about, that's true. Hey, look at that.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
Hooray, Svelgel lost a wing though. It's fun to do a little trolling sometimes, I suppose so, as long as the party is like not in danger. Like, you know, pulling someone as a healer in an AoE. Like, look here, he's missing a part of his wing. From the fight with Nidhogg. Just casual flying next to Harry Svelger. The warrior of light for you right there. From the memoirs of Count Edmund IV Evansworth. It's dangerous trolling as DPS because they can't kick you. You can also make the party wipe, man. Like, you know, Play a new MMO main because it's level 17, characters level 28. You're doing a good job, Sinrid. That's the plus of a healer. You'll have that the entire time. You can just go so much ahead of your story with dungeon leveling because you have instant queues, I mean, all the time. At least here on Louisva. I have like instant dungeons all the time. It's insane. Like it was for me as well, like... These quests are what, level 60 now I guess? And I am 65 or so. Well, yeah, that's all you do. You always unlock story dungeons. There's a few side dungeons that you can unlock eventually, so... But you can just repeat the story dungeons, that's a part as well. There's like some dungeons you want to do like at the site though. Red Mage levels up real quick. Yeah, you know, queuing is a DPS, like 5 seconds later and you have a party. You've only done... Wow, okay, you did a lot of side quests then. I wouldn't be able to do that. I need to get up to pace with where I actually left off on my first character. I want new story as well for me. New content, I want to play the higher levels and stuff, get more skills unlocked. You accept every request you saw. Good job. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, Zamil Darkhold. Wait, hang on. I should buy better gear first. This gear seems a bit at the lower end. Chatto, mate. I'm gonna withdraw real quickly, because if I do Zamil Darkhold level 48 with like gear from level 30 and a bit, I might have an issue. Wait, where am I going? Foundation. Wait, where did I... What the f... Okay, that's... So, I'm running the wrong way. Oh yeah, I guess the first quest line can be a bit long. Also, the patch quests are insanely long. That for sure, or that for sure. Wow, whoa, why is it so expensive though? Nani? XIV? Ugh. Oh, that's already better. It was super expensive though. Okay, there we go. What are you talking about, level 60? I'm only level 44. What are you talking about? Chotto, nani? Oi, I bought Sentinel stuff. Yeah, I'm playing the Dark Knight, that's the problem. I can queue for Zamil Darkhold, but that's like 44 and my gear was like 30 or stuff, so I was gonna take too much damage there. Playing with Scholar, nah, my Scholar has actually new gear from the story if I'm not mistaken. See? Level 60 gear, so it's actually fine for now. And yeah, I know. In the map, there's the new dungeon gear is there. I know. I already misbought actually. I think the Samurai has a piece of it. Yeah, Shire, Pancreas Choker and stuff. Shire, Pancreas C. I already bought some stuff there. Yeah, it's a level 60 weak one, but still, you know, I haven't done super much big dungeons because I'm trying to get a bit further in the story. And now I'm kind of trying to level the Dark Knight a bit. So let's queue for the Zamil Darkhold. I kind of want to get the Dark Knight to 50. And the Walker Earring level up? It don't. It just upgrades all the time. Kinda. It stays level 1. The level means the level you need to be to equip it. So obviously it's level 1 because they allow you to wear it from the beginning. It's just with each level you go up, the strength and tenacity and everything will go up a little bit. If that's what you meant. Honestly, I might like... I might transmog it after hitting level 80. Well, you know, there's like multiple classes anyway. I guess item level 430 is just the highest it can be, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's probably just the max item level, 430, I suppose. I'm not sure about it though. Okay, astrology. Okay, so now we should be good to go to tank Zamil Darkhold when the queue pops, and then I'll probably have to call it. Where do we have to go? Astrology. 529? No, I mean the earring. I mean the earring. Or is your earring level 5, item level 520? I mean the earring. I'm not talking about the highest gear score. I have no clue about the highest gear score. I guess the highest gear score for the earring is 430 is what I mean. Gome, because it mentions 430 already at the moment, so... I think that's what it probably means. This won't go over 430, because I'm guessing by the time you hit item level 430 on everything, you're probably at level 80 content and already level 80, I'm guessing. So, hence, I suppose, it's only a guess, I don't know. Nilget might know more about that. I have not even one character so high, so you know. Ooh. Oh, that's the female Dragoon armor. Wait for Gilly? Sunny. Oh, that's for a mini pet! Ha! Okay, I'm not gonna do that now though. Let's hope the queue's not too long so I can still do it, because I kinda wanna do one more dungeon today. It's gonna put us on 45 probably as well. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Zang. Nah, it was no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressure of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society of generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon a system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle? An archbishop bastard at the head of the House of Lords? Ah, but these questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was with it hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuilt the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we laid this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, unmannerly, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Zenko. And please convey my warmest regards to Master Elfino. Okay, back to Fort Hall Manor, I guess. Whee! Oh. Na na na. I'll switch. I don't trust this. Average waiting time is 6 minutes and I'm already 6 minutes in queue now. It's gonna be longer anyway, let's go. Welcome inside the manor. Yes, we wanna go inside the manor. You spoke with Sir Emmerich. I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Ascian machinations and seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. We have a mini pet from Sir Emmerich now. In the wake of Ishgard's government, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locals from the landing in Ishgard. Okay, cool, I guess. Not that I actually use those. I usually teleport by now. Oh, Annie. Oh boy, no. Those guys are hunting for the eyes, aren't they? We threw them off the bridge. Yeah, they are. Man, I really dislike this guy's smug face all the time. Seriously. Did you got the little book from the girl from that city with the big robot? What book? With other words, no, probably not. Thank you, Blasner. Nah, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. Ah, cotto matte. All is proceeding as I expected, then? Aye, there is not to concern, aside from one overly curious mouse. Uh-oh. Alice is in trouble. Tancred is in this rescue again! But that's not a mouse. Tancred's a wolf. This way. Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part and we will play ours. Yeah, Tancred is the better spy. Alice is way too easy to see. In this book, you have mini-game. Okay. Oh, and does it grey mist give way to azure skies? Man and dragon rise above. Voices joined in song, but beneath shrouded bars, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. Ooh. A game with book with mini games. Okay, I get presents. Main question. A new day dawns in Ishgard. Come on, dungeon. Master Sakura, you are come at the most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you have been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Emmerich de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel cordially invites Master Sakura to dine with him at his estate. What a title! You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you on an earlier date. when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, this plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? Gomenasai. To be honest, I'd rather not. I should be glad to accept. Have a nice meal with Sir Emmerich. Why not? Indeed, who would not? You will forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Borel Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum thingy. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Nah, I'm not gonna be rude to Sir Emmerich. You crazy? Eh? 320? Oh, thank the heavens, honey. Mini Emmerich, yay! And a new song. Hey. Come on, dungeon. Really? No healer, no DPS. Man, I'm already in queue for 10 minutes now. Bleh! That's insane. Let me play Dark Knight. Or otherwise I'm gonna have to call the stream here. Go sleep soon, I'm getting tired. Your cat jumped on your nice one. You just met Tancred? Hey, then the fun starts. Tancred's underrated in the beginning, holy. He's a lot cooler and stronger than you think in the beginning. Nah, Y'shtola best character. Tancred mostly underrated though. Tancred underrated character. Though honestly, Y'shtola, you would say Y'shtola is like kind of white mage ish, I suppose. But she has some strong skills though. Definitely after she came back from the rift thingy, from the stream of life there. After she came back from that, she got some bopping skills. Nah, even without simping though. Like, even before, when she like collapsed the tunnel and all of that stuff, that was no normal white mage skill though. And when is the other time she does like a big skill? Against the goblins, right? I dislike Urianjay's way of talking. See cat girl starts simping. Nani, what to say? Y'shtola is the best. Because I already know what Urianjay is doing at the moment in this time here in the story. I still remember. I'm just not spoiling it, so you know, there's reasons to not love Urianjay super much. Where am I? I need to go to astrology. The White House take the way of pronouncing, yes, something like that. Well said, sir, well said. Wait for him in Shadowbringers? That's still far away. I still need to do Stormblood first. And I'm guessing, you know, while I'm waiting here, might as well do a little counting, right? Promise kill. Let's take a look how far I am. I'm gonna guess a good, what, 25 quests or something to go. Let's see. Promise kept. Oh, 19! We got 19 quests to go, everyone. 19 quests to go, and then we enter Stormblood. Hi. Hey, we're getting close though. 19 out of the 44 that we had to do. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But I'm gonna have to call it. Like, really, come on, give me a dungeon. What's up with tanks still having such a giga queue? I might as well be queuing as a DPS. 14 minutes in queue here. Montani. Ah. Have I though? Boy. Hi, do you like my sword? Yes, he don't. On Zodiac, every single role has insta-queues. I don't believe you for some reason. I need to, like, go do some Praetoriums again, though, honestly. To get, like, big tokens. Of course, you're a healer! If I'd be queuing for this as a healer, I'd already finished the dungeon by now. That's what I mean. Come on, I'm gonna wait till 20 minutes and then I have to call it. I'm getting tired. I'm already going past my normal hour. If the dungeon now pops, I'm going past my normal hour. Which, I don't mind super much, but you know. What event ends tomorrow? Oh, this one, I didn't even know. The one with the tokens? Well, it's not for that, but Praetorium also just gives quite a bit of elegant tombstones of poetic, and I kind of need a level 60 gear eventually on my healer though, because otherwise the next dungeons are gonna be troublesome. And I also want better gear on the samurai. Samurai still can use some better gear as well, if I'm not mistaken. The only good thing they have is, or he has, is this. Like, see, the jump is still 50 gear score for some pieces, except for this thing. Oh wow, there's still a 130 item. I'm not even going for the coins anymore, since you told me that Fenrir is like no special music anyway. Ah, finally, there we go. So I'm like not going to rush Fenrir anymore at all. Okay, last dungeon. And then I go sleep. Konnichiwa, mina. Okay, I should be fine, right? I bought new armor for this dungeon. So damage-wise, I should be okay, I think. You're pretty much 200k away from Fenrir. I am almost at 200k for Fenrir, so... First time in dungeon, okay. Stay in Crystal Light for part 1. But I don't want the car don't look cool. It's a 4-player mount, I don't care. No overpulls in this dungeon. Definitely not in part 1. There we go, easy. Where are my heals though? Okay, there we go. I do want some heals though. Did I not just say stay in the crystal light, everyone? Still some people standing not inside it. Okay, that's not the same not the same coins, Sinray, sadly enough. We're talking about different coins. We're talking about like the casino coins. Oh yeah, bye. Shut up. Mate. I messed up here. Okay, I'm fine. Everyone was like super behind. Oh, it is a casino coins. Oh, look at that. Bye, healer. Good job. It's so nice when people listen to when you explain first time dungeons, right? Our healer died. And I already used the potion. I'm gonna die now as well. Bye, DPS. I could Pretty sure I mentioned something about crystal light. But I'll put a big smiley face after it, okay? Like, see, that's one way to deal with it, right? Laugh it away. Like, obviously I'm not mad at this, like, wipes happen, but this is a wipe that should not have happened. I even mentioned what to do. And you've definitely done this dungeon before. You have a 54, a 51, a 57, a 40, and a 50, and 50. You've definitely done this dungeon before. Come on, then. Ah. Die. You can't admit that you're addicted. Hi, we won't spoil, we won't tell. Everyone screenshot this real quickly. Pacho. Everyone who goes there is addicted to gambling. Well, the only reason why I've gone there is to unlock the ether crystals. That's pretty much it. I haven't done anything else there. Sure, Sir Shinrei. That's what all gamblers say. You can flex on my face because you have Fenrir. I don't even want Fenrir anymore, man. Fenrir is boring. Ah, yeah, bye. No, of course I don't want to. I want a QB. I want to get the QB, but it's gonna take some work and time and help probably. All of the others. After the dungeon, I'm calling it Nugget, so you know that there's going to be an end incoming. This is the last dungeon. I won't even do the story yet. I'll do the story next time. Oops, I messed up. That's a mistake. But it's fine. Palam pam pam. You have the sprout for quite a long time. Even I still have it. Ah, yeah, bye! I'm stuck! Oh, that level up saved me though. That level up was a lifesaver. Oh, that was the best. That level up was a lifesaver. Oh, Anthony, I'm not gonna lie. Might have died otherwise. What, you have it until you reach Shadowbringers? Yeah, why not? That's long. A few months ago when I started Final Fantasy, they told me I had to finish the first game. But like, that's obviously not true, because like, I still have it and I'm already past it. Did you tell me before? I don't remember. Sorry. Gomenasai. Few hours in a game. Well, I guess then technically if you play like 10 hours and you buy your way to Shadowbringers, that counts, I guess, then. You can also just hide your own name if you want to, Sinray, like I do, and you never see Sprouts. Because they about to skip? Yeah, of course, so a few hours, they still need to do that. You can just hide your name and then you don't even realize you have it. Okay, so dodge AoEs here, nothing special. Except for me, I'm gonna not dodge the thing and I'm gonna use the rampart here. Make the healer heal. That's what you meant, right? With messing around with your teammates sometimes. You can embrace being a newbie in the game. This is what you meant, right, Nidhogg? Take every AoE now? I even popped Shadow Wall, like, give me a break here, okay? Yeah, that's right. There's jobs to heal. And just deal a little bit of damage at the side. I'm just making them play the game, or yeah. And the tank's job is to tank, so if I'd be dodging all his damage, I wouldn't be tanking, right? I'd be dodging, so you know. Ah, wait, that was big. I didn't see what happened there. That must have been tank buster. Let's dodge this now, because my HP is a bit at the lower end. What? No, I'm correct, man. What do you mean, no? If I'm dodging the skill... What do you mean? If I'm dodging skills, I'm not tanking, then I'm playing a DPS. Ah, yabai, this might be overpool. Chotto, yame. Ah, kuso. Gome! Gomennasai! Oh, yabai. Ah, no. Okay. just... Now it's definitely overpulled. Magic invulnerability? I am such a gunner! This healer is not so fast. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Oh, stop! Wait, that don't make sense. Wait, what? Wait, what? I die, I come back alive, and my tank stance is still up. That does not make sense. Why is that stank? What? What? Why is that still up? Yeah, of course I'm dead. This healer is not healing. Sorry, no offense, but it just makes sense. That was also overpulled, but by accident. Those two, I didn't calculate those two coming. But how is tank stance still off when I die? When everything else, a pet or you name it, has to be recasted. Come on, man, game. You've killed your healer for what? I didn't kill him. But yeah, I know why it needs to be up, but it makes no sense that it's up after you die. That's all I mean. It makes no sense the tank stance is still up after I did. Makes no sense, man. What the flip are you talking about? Makes no sense that this skill is still active after you die and get back up. Which makes sense is you have to turn it on. Nandato. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I got to keep remember that though. That's a stupid thing. It's a skill. It's a toggle. A toggle should stop being toggled when you die. That's the logical sense of gameplay. Nanda. What do you mean it makes sense a skill is still active after you die? That makes no sense in not a single game. Healer, come on, heal. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not healing enough. Okay, there we go. Now you're healing. There we go. Makes no sense, man. Give me a break. Nada. Ah, dodge. Like, if that's how tank stance works, then fairies only need to be casted one time and stay on the field permanently. And be there automatically when I revive. Same for pets for a summoner. And I don't have to recast them each hour, because a cutscene will drain that time and make me recast my fairy. That is also BS. If this is a thing, then that should be a thing as well. I just said it. Also, what situations do I even use this? In what situation does a tank use reduce magic for an ability? How do you know what kind of damage that boss does? No, that's so completely wrong. I am correct, don't you try and tell me otherwise. Ah, chotto. Eh? What are you talking about? The spell stacks with other defense buffs. What skill are you talking about here? I'm not following you anymore. Misa be confused. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, bye. Rampart? At all? Wait, no. Well, I know these stack, even these two stack, but I know when do you use this? Magic for ability. I know even Rampart and Shadow Wall stack, but of course you don't want to use them at the same time because that's kinda waste. You can only need when it's for your class. You can greet all the time. Stance carrying over after that makes sense for me. What? No, Ellie, don't you dare go against my will here. Don't you dare. It makes no sense! Why would that make sense? It's still a magical skill! Yeah, greed is just when you want the item to have it for looks or to sell for aesthetics and stuff like that. This is also a character skill! What are you talking about? It's right here! This is a skill! This is a skill! No, you're wrong! What is it? It's a skill! It's in my list! I learned it at level 10! What are you talking about? Makes no sense whatsoever. Hey, 45. Nice, GG, even though healer and a DPS died. There's no need for me to be silent when I'm in the right. Makes no sense that this is turned off. Or turned on, it's still on. But that's the point, it's not about keeping confusion or not. It should be just off when I die. That's the standard logic. All your buffs, everything you cast when you die, they're off. That's in every game. You have to reuse them. Black Desert, you use elixirs, you have to reuse them. When a summoner dies, a summon is also supposed to disappear. Sure, when I'm a tank and I cast a skill, which is this skill, and I die, this skill will disappear. The game was programmed like that? That's bad programming. Nani. Where is my next Dark Knight skill? Let's start with the Dark Knight skill tomorrow. Mate. Forgot night. Yep, true. Food buff and Villa stay after you die for some odd reason. Wait, where did I go? Nani? It's Forgotten Night, Baka. Good job. Yeah, oh, I know, of course, I know what the use of it is. If, like, in this case, for example, he revived me fast enough, I could instantly keep aggro again. But that's the point. I was planning on that, so what I did was, I got revived, the first thing I did was toggle grid. But because I didn't know the silly mechanic of it stays online, I toggled it off. They are making the game too easy. They're doing that lately with a lot of games, to be honest. I had it in, what was it again? In League as well. In League of Legends there was a skill on Talia, where you had to double click real fast to make it good. And they changed it into like you only have to click it once now because apparently the other thing was too hard for so many people. Like what? Come on, no, make it challenging. Don't make everything too easy. Nah, indeed, now we'll just leave this thing on. That's the point. I'm not a bad player 9 out of 10. Nah, I would say yamera. But no, get out of seriously. When do I use this? Because I know this is less damage, but it's magic vulnerability. So I don't get it. Nah, Ellie, no, it's just a normal skill. It's just a normal skill I learn here. If I die with Rampart on, Rampart's gone. This is totally different, in my opinion. It's next to it. It's totally different. I know Nulgat, but why? When? This is magic vulnerability. That's my point. How do I know when it's like magic damage dealing boss? Man, why do you guys think I'm stupid? I'm a Fox deity. I'm not stupid. I see it does makes me take less damage, but it's magic. That's my question. When do I see it's like actual magic? Is it literally skills? Like, if the boss is like, for example, Shiva, is that all magic? What do you mean, do you want to spoil this? Nani. I'm asking a legitimate question here. Well, that's the... Okay, well, yeah, am I correct with Shiva? Am I correct with Shiva? Is Shiva magic? You know I have Google, I can Google it as well. If you really don't want to tell me, then you're a naughty pup. Okay, never mind, I'm Google it, bye! Okay, so, Final Fantasy, magic damage, bosses. Wait, why does this take me to FIFA, Nani? What's this skill called? Dark Mind, okay. Dark Mind. Nanny, what do you mean I get triggered? If you don't want to explain something to me, then I'll look it up. Ah. Oh, so it's just the casting skills, really? Oh. Yeah. Ah, declaration of love. Well, of course you use it, but that's my point. Like, how did I know in this game whether it's magic damage or not? I just saw someone tell it's like, when they're like casting, when it's a casting bar, it's magic. But that's not true, I think, because the ogre in Vale? Yeah, the ogre in Vale seems to be doing just normal smash attacks. I don't know. And I have 2 of these, don't I? Reduce magic damage here again. It's kind of weird. This puts Dark Knight in a bad spot compared to the other tanks, but then again you have the Blackest Knight, so what does it matter, I guess. Fire, Frega, or Ultima, okay. But that's only in that one dungeon, okay. And this is the first Final Fantasy game I play, what is it? Aye, of course, there's an Ultima in this game. It's the longest dungeon in the beginning. It takes over an hour. And I don't get triggered when I'm on the wrong side. This is just my opinion, that they make the game too easy by switching this or keeping this on. Kinda weird. I would just have went out from the assumption like I died, I got revived, I have to reactivate this real quick before I start dealing damage. That's pretty much all there is. Double cost is on a red mage, right? Isn't that double cost? No, that's quick cost, kinda. That's more of a quick cost thing. But it kinda looks like double cost because it makes it instant, right? So what's it called? Isn't like what's your they actually dual cost. Oh, literally here. Dual cost is on a red mage. Hi, it's here. I'm showing it right now. Dual cost is on a red mage. Back to Darker Night. This is the only Final Fantasy I've ever played. Don't know about the other. Well, anyway, I guess we learned something new now. Don't touch this skill when you die because it stays on. If that's a thing, at least make the fairy permanent. Because it's so silly that I have to recast this skill 4 times or 3 times in one Praetorium run just because the cutscenes take so long. Yeah, Sinri already recognized a lot of stuff that happened in the game. Like even in Aurum Vale, he recognized the final boss, for example. But this is gonna be it for today. I'm gonna go sleep. That was a samurai. Fancy sword. What's the sword? Katana of cracks? So, honey. Sorry, I saw a cool samurai pass by. I was distracted. What's going on? Okay, so you guys still have fun in chat if you want to. I don't even know how long the chat stays open when I end the stream. But on that note, mina arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I won't make the mistake next time. I'll just leave the tank skill on when I die. Because that's apparently a thing here. I didn't know. But, you know, you learn things as you go, right? Even me as a fox deity learn things in this game when I go. So, yeah, on that note, thank you for joining. Arigatou gozaimasu. And good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you in the next one.